What's up everyone and welcome to the club. In today's video I'll be showing you step by step on how to draw a catalyst from Fortnite. Now the first thing we want to do is start by drawing in the large cat eyes. So from the center we move over towards the left. Start from here, we're going to curve up and then out. So leave a gap in the center and do the same thing on the right. So we're going to line up the inside of the eye. I'm going to curve up and then bend that out. Let's draw on the bottom of the eye. Starting from the outside, we're going to curve in the opposite direction. We're going to curve down and then in. Let's add that trim around the eyes. Starting from the inside, I'm going to taper this up and out towards the outside of the eye. Now at the end, we're just going to flick this up. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start from the inside, we're going to taper this up and then out. And at the end, we're just going to turn that up. Let's draw the lower edge of the trim. Starting back at the top, curve down underneath the eye. I'm just going to blend in towards the bottom of the eye. Let's move to the center and draw the nose. We'll start with the top edge with a straight line going across. Now we're going to be drawing an upside down triangle. So starting back on the left, we're going to angle down and in towards the middle. Go to the right, and then come down towards the middle. And then from the center, let's curve down and then up toward the left. Go back to the center, we'll curve down, then up towards the right. Let's move back to the top corners of the eye. I'm going to angle up and out with a short line towards the side of the head. Now we want to connect these two lines with a curve, almost like a circle going around. So let's start on the left side. Curve around. I'm going to come down underneath the mouth. And then we're going to go up and then in on the right side. We're going to move down towards the bottom of the eye. We're going to curve out and up towards the side of the head. And do the same thing on the right. So just blending that curve going up and then out. Let's add the whiskers on the side of the cheek. We want to line up with the top of the nose, going over towards the left side. Draw a straight line coming in. And we'll do the same thing on the right, going out towards the right side. Now from the inside, we're just going to angle down and out toward the side of the head. Let's add the top whisker. From this line, we're going to step up, draw a short line coming in. Now from the inside, I just want to curve up and out towards the side of the head. And then we'll move down and draw on the bottom whisker. From this line, we're going to step in, draw a short line going up. And then from the top, we're going to curve out and then down towards the bottom of the head. Let's move back up and draw the bottom edge of the ears. Starting on the left, we're going to draw an angled line going up and then in. We want to leave a gap in the center. We're going to go over towards the right, angle down, and then out. Now we're going to close off the top with a slight curve. We're going to go up and then down. Now let's draw on the ears. Starting over on the left side, we start by going straight up. Then we're going to bend that out towards the left. Go to the right, go straight up, and then bend that out towards the right. And then we'll round out the side of the ears coming down towards this point. Let's start on the left. We're going to curve out and then pull that down. Now we're going to trace the ears on the inside. So let's start on the left. We're going to step in, just leave an even spaced gap all the way up towards the top and then along the inside. Now let's add that detail along the center of the head. Starting at the very top in the middle, we're going to angle down and out towards the left, and then the right. Then we're going to come in and down with a short line, leaving a gap in between. Let's do that again. Going out and down, come down and in, We'll do that one more time. Going out and down. Now this last point is going to come down just up above the nose. And then we'll add a diamond shape in these two areas. Let's start at the top. Starting out the middle, start with a point, and down along the sides, and then we'll come back in towards the middle. Let's do that one more time. And down along the sides, and then in towards the center. Now let's add in the eyebrows. From this point in the eye, we're going to step in, we're going to curve in, and then down just above the eye. Do the same thing on the right. Stepping in, curve up, and then down. And then we want to thicken up the eyebrow. Starting from the end, we're going to go up a little bit higher in the middle, and then taper down towards the inside. Let's do the same thing on the right. We're going to move down and draw the inside edge of the hood. Starting from the side of the head on the left, I'm going to curve down, and then in towards the center. Let's go over towards the right, come down in towards that center point. And then we'll add a zipper on the inside. We're going to draw two straight lines coming down from the chin all the way down towards the inside of the hood. Now let's draw the outside of the hood. Starting from the top, we're going to take this curve, step up. We're just going to duplicate that curve going across from ear to ear. Now let's move to the outside of the ear. Stepping up, we curve out, round up the side of the hood. Now we're just going to pull that in towards that center point. Let's do the same thing over on the right. Starting out here, curve out, rounding out the side of the hood, coming down, and then in. Alright, so we completed the head. Let's work our way down the body. We're going to start with the inside edge of the coat first. Leaving a gap in the center, we'll go to the left side, we'll draw a straight line coming down to right about there. Let's go to the right and do the same thing. From the bottom, we just want to curve out and then down on both sides. And then from the outside of the coat, I want to curve up and then in, just underneath the head. So we'll start on the left and go up, start to bend that in. Just going to leave a gap underneath the head. And then we'll draw on the collar. Starting from the top of the body on the left, we're going to angle up and out just around the head. We'll do the same thing on the right. We'll just angle up and in behind the head. Let's add a little bit of detail to the coat. Starting on the left side, I'm going to angle down and in with a straight line. We'll line this up on the right and do the same thing. Now from the inside of the coat, we're going to step out, draw a straight line, coming down about halfway. Do the same thing on the right. I want to follow the same curve along the top, going out towards the side. Let's add the pocket. From this curve, we're going to step up, curve up to right about there. Draw a straight line going up, and then we'll curve back down toward the outside. Now we're going to move to the inside and draw on the belt. Starting from the left, we'll curve down and up, step up and draw that twice. And then we'll add the buckle in the center. Leaving a gap in the middle, we're going to draw two lines on the left and then the right. Now halfway between the collar and the belt, draw a straight line going across. And then in the center, we'll draw a straight line coming down. Let's add a detail on the side. Starting from the top, we're going to angle down and in. And we'll come down and out, in behind the coat. Let's continue working down with the legs. From the buckle, we're going to step down, draw a curve from left to right, going up and then down. Now we're going to leave a gap in the center, go to the left side, curve out and down with a short line. Do the same thing on the right. We're going to round out the bottom of the pant. From the inside of the left leg, we'll curve down. I'm just going to pull that up underneath the coat. Go all the way up. Now I just want to draw the end of the belt coming down in behind the coat. So we're going to start on the bottom left corner of the belt buckle, curve out and down in behind the coat, come down to the bottom, curve down. We'll flatten off the end of the belt, and I'm just going to follow that same curve going up underneath the coat. From the inside corner of the pant, we're going to step out, draw a straight line coming down towards the heel on both sides. And then we're going to round out the bottom of the feet. Starting from the left heel, we'll curve down and then up. Do the same thing on the right. Now let's round out the top of the foot. Starting on the left, we're going to curve up and then just hook that down. I want to blend into a curve going the opposite direction towards the inside of the leg. Let's do the same thing on the right. Start by curving up and then down, and then round this out and come back up. Now from the outside of the pant, we're going to step in, draw a straight line coming down towards the top of the foot. Let's thicken up the sole of the shoes. I'm going to take this curve, step up, and just trace that across on both sides. And now we'll just add the tongue on top of the shoe. Starting on the outside, we're going to curve up and then back down, almost like a half circle. Now we're going to move back up and draw on the arms. We're going to start with the sleeves of the coat first. So just up above the pocket, right up here, we're going to curve out and then up. We'll line this up on the right and do the same thing. And then from here, it's going to angle up and in behind the collar with a straight line. And then let's add that trim on the sleeve. From this curve, we're going to step in, just follow that across. We do that 2 more times. Let's do the same thing over on the right. Start with that first curve, and then we'll do that 2 more times. And then from the top of the arm on the outside, I'm going to curve in and then down. From the inside of the sleeve, I just want to step out, curve out, and then down towards the wrist. And we'll do the same thing on the right side. Now back on the left, we're going to start with a thumb. Let's draw a small half circle, curving in and then back out. And then from the bottom of the thumb, I'm going to curve up and in towards the top of the wrist. Let's do the same thing on the right. Drawing that half circle, and then we'll connect the top and bottom with a curve. Let's add 3 fingers on either side. We'll start on the left, just underneath the thumb. We'll curve down and then up. Let's add 2 more fingers, stepping down, curve down and up the second finger. Now the third finger, we're going to curve around and up underneath the sleeve. We want to leave a little overlap on the end. Going out and just pulling that up. Let's do the same thing on the right. Now we're going to go in and separate out the fingers. Starting with the index finger, we'll curve down and up. Do the same thing to the rest of the fingers, and the same thing on the right side. Let's go back up above the thumb. We're going to curve out and then up. We're going to step up and draw that same curve twice. Let's add a rectangle on the back of each hand. Starting on the left, on the outside, we're going to angle down and out, come towards the inside, draw that same angled line, and we'll close off the bottom with a straight line. Do the same thing on the right. Start with the outside, inside, and then across the bottom. Now the last thing we're going to do is draw the back of the coat in behind the legs. Let's start on the left side, we'll curve down and in, and the same thing on the right. Now in between, we'll draw a small curve. And there we have it, there's Catalyst from Fortnite. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, and if you did, please give this video a like, and check out one of these videos down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon.